Hello, my name is Father Charlie Bouchard, and I would like to offer you a word of hope on the readings for Monday, June 10th. The Gospel today presents us with the Beatitudes, which are a very well-known and familiar kind of moral instruction that we find in the New Testament. But the Beatitudes are not like other kinds of moral teaching. They are not commandments, they are not injunctions, they are simply very gentle invitations to live a life worthy of the reign of God. They are promises that despite suffering and adversity, persecution, poverty, that in spite of all those things, or perhaps through them, we can find the presence of the Lord and a realization of this reign of God which has been promised to us. The Beatitudes are very comprehensive. They cover almost everything that Jesus says in the gospel. If you took all of them, you could link them to every teaching that Jesus gives. And so they offer us a whole lot of important instruction. But I'd like to focus on just one of the Beatitudes, since we don't have time to do all of them in this short period today. I'd like to focus only on the Beatitude that has to do with the virtue of mercy. Blessed are those who are merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. And I think this one is important to us today for two reasons. First of all, because mercy is in short supply. I think both in our personal lives and in our public lives, we need to be able to exercise more mercy. And secondly, I think it's important because we often look at mercy as a kind of weakness. You know, that people who are really strong are the ones who are able to exact vengeance and pay people back for the wrong that they've done. Mercy is not like that. And yet, it is very difficult to achieve and requires courage and strength and faith. I'd like to apply this virtue of mercy to one issue that faces us in society today, the issue of capital punishment. We often think that when somebody has committed a serious crime against society, that they deserve punishment, that they should go to jail, and perhaps they should be executed. We sometimes hear families talk about wanting to, quote, find closure in the execution of somebody who has done them wrong. That's a natural human feeling. But what about if we were to look at it in terms of mercy, even when somebody does not deserve it, because that's really the essence of mercy, extending somebody forgiveness, even if they have seriously wronged us. That's a big challenge for us today. It doesn't mean that crime should not be punished. It simply means that we should let justice of punishment be moderated by mercy. You probably remember the quote from William Shakespeare when he talks about mercy. He says, "The quality of mercy is not strained. It falls like a gentle rain upon the just and the unjust. It is twice blessed. It blesses those who give it and those who receive it." Seems to me that's a perfect encapsulation of what the Beatitude means. So let us take a moment today as we hear these Beatitudes and reflect upon the needs for mercy or the possibility of mercy in our own lives. Are there people who we feel deserve our judgment or our punishment or our isolation to whom we could really extend mercy instead? Let us pray that we can accept this invitation that the Beatitudes offer us to be just, but also to be merciful, and that the Lord will give us the courage and the strength to carry through on that.